Caitlin Clark could miss entire season if the scenario hits Indiana Fever, per Analyst. The Indiana Fever's season has been nothing short of a roller coaster. From the high of winning their first WNBA Commissioner's Cup and hosting their inaugural All-Star game, to a shaky 12-12 start to the season, it's been a mix of milestones and setbacks. Of course, it goes without saying that injuries have played a big part in that. Not having your talisman play for the majority of the season can hurt any team, and the Fever are no different. But to make things even worse for the Fever fans, one national analyst has gone as far as to suggest that we might not see Caitlin Clark suit up again this season. Clark has already missed 12 games this season, including the Commissioner's Cup final. For someone who went 185 straight games without an injury, this W season has been rough. She's dealt with 3 different injuries already, and just when it seemed like she was past one setback, another one would pop up. Far from ideal. According to the organization, it's a day-to-day injury. But after the Fever's first game following the All-Star break against the Liberty, Coach White dropped a bit of a bombshell saying, "These soft tissue injuries sometimes nag until you actually have time to really allow them to heal in the offseason." Now, Rachel Demita on her YouTube channel has echoed the same concern. In the latest episode of Courtside Club, Demita shared her thoughts on Caitlin Clark's situation, saying, "They're still listing her as day-to-day, but I don't know why. I feel like it's going to be a while before Caitlin Clark returns to the court, and I actually wonder what the strategy will be for bringing her back. If it gets to a point where the Fever are making the playoffs, I could see them shutting her down for the rest of the season." This is a pretty similar case to what happened the last time Clark had a groin injury. The club had mentioned it was a day-to-day thing, but she would go on to make a return after 5 games. Even back then, Demita wasn't pleased with how Stephanie White had handled the situation, unaware of the injury. Clark has already missed 3 games, along with the All-Star game, due to her recent injury, and is ruled out against the Aces. Coach White says there is no clear timeline as of yet. This is where Demita's take gets interesting. Regardless of the conference, the top 8 teams in the league qualify for the playoffs. And where are the Fever midway through the season? With a 12-12 record, they are currently placed 7th. The likes of the Mystics and Valkyries are right behind them. To make matters worse, the Fever have a 5-7 record without Clark so far this season, and could very well lose more with no significant updates on her return. You know what that means, right? They stand a genuine chance of missing the playoffs. Will that prompt the Fever to shut her down for the season and let her heal the injury? This will definitely be an interesting thing to keep an eye on. That said, one superstar had some words of wisdom for Clark on how to deal with the injury. Sabrina Ionescu has some advice for Caitlin Clark to help her deal with the injury. If there's one shooter in the league who you could confidently say is a better shooter than Clark, it would probably have to be Sabrina Ionescu. The Liberty icon knows a thing or two about dealing with injuries herself. Remember her rookie season? She was forced to miss the entire campaign after a few games due to an ankle injury. So who better to advise Clark than someone who has gone through it all? It's obviously a different injury, but I had a similar experience, Ionescu said. You sometimes have to go through it to understand what your body needs. It's suitcase now, but it can be a blessing in disguise. It's still unclear how long Caitlin Clark will need to fully recover, but there are bigger questions looming. Will her return actually help the team, given her shooting struggles? And if they fall out of playoff contention, would it be smarter to shut her down for the rest of the season? No one wants to watch Caitlin leave the court in tears again. On her part, she has shifted focus to getting as healthy as possible. The injury spiral. Facts on the ground. Caitlin Clark, the Fever's electric 23-year-old point guard, has been grappling with a series of nagging injuries this season. Left quadriceps strain sidelined her for at least 2 weeks from late May. GQ. +15. Wikipedia. +15. New York Post. +15. She re-entered the lineup mid-June, but suffered a right groin injury during the July 15th game against Connecticut. Athlon Sports. +6. Wikipedia. +6. Wikipedia. +6. That groin issue has kept her out since, excluding All-Star participation, and it's been described as day-to-day. Wikipedia. +1. The Sun, +1. As of July 23rd, Clark has missed her 10th game of the year, appearing in only 13 of 25 contests for Indiana. SBNation.com, +15. The Sun, +15. Wikipedia, +15. Despite advanced recovery methods, like hyperbaric oxygen, red light therapy, dry needling, her return remains unclear. The Sun, +1. GQ, +1. 2. Analyst warning. Sid July, save August. Sports Illustrated's Kristen Wong reported this morning that ESPN Countdown analyst Carolyn Peck believes Clark is trending toward a season-long hiatus unless Indiana's medical staff pulls the plug early. Peck explained, "In the month of July, you've got 4 games. I'd say she sits those 4 because when you start August, and you can rehab at your facility, give her time to finish the second half of August." SI. In short, if Clark skips the remainder of July to fully rehab her groin and quad injuries, she's very unlikely to be back before mid-August, if at all. Considering the season extends into mid-October, an early return may be compromised or delayed further to ensure full recovery. 3. The road to missed season, timeline and reasoning. Spiral calendar, late July, immediate decision. Current stretch, Aces, Sky, Mercury, all challenging opponents. Medical rationale. Soft tissue injuries, like groin/quad strains, are prone to re-injury if rushed back, consistent with Clark's current return-to-play setbacks. The Times of India, +10. SI, +10. Swish appeal, +10. Decision time. Sitting Clark for July gives recovery a fighting chance, but delays return. Counterclockwise arrows button, early August, missed playoff momentum. Fever need Clark stability to defend Eastern Conference 3rd/4th seeds. Missing early August, when a playoff push intensifies, could mean absence for most, if not all, playoff games. Checkered flag late season, possible futures. Scenario A. Clark returns late in August, but logs minimal minutes to preserve health, effectively missing most of the season rhythm. Scenario B. Caution prevails, and she is held out entirely until September or later, thus missing nearly the entire season, especially postseason. 4. Why this could be health smart. Recurring pattern. Clark's quad and groin injuries have already cost her multiple separate stints. Rushing recovery often triggers rebound injuries. Swish appeal.